Alright, so in this video, I'm going to cover the gap between getting leads and closing them. This is a misconception many agents have, especially with online leads. And coming from someone that has built a $1 million business just from online leads in real estate, I can tell you there's a big difference between getting names and numbers and having a system to close them. I have been a realtor for over 10 years. We've helped over 100 agents throughout North America scale their businesses with online ads and AI. And I can tell you this has been tried and tested day in and day out. I'm going to go through the framework we follow to have leads truly connect with you and work with you without comparing you to other agents or nickel and diming you on commissions. Let's jump right in. In today's video, I'm going to go over a series of slides that we share with our inner circle clients. This is stuff that they pay thousands of dollars for, and I'm going to be giving it away for free to you. So listen in, take notes if you have to, because this is going to be a very value-packed session. So leads come in, and what I see most times is agents are just too slow to respond. They think that the leads are just going to sit there waiting for their call, and that's far from the truth, right? There's no structured follow-up. You might call once, they don't answer. You'll call again maybe 2 days later when you're free. They still don't answer. And then as days go by, the lead just keeps getting stale. Most coaching focuses around getting more leads. And sure, getting more leads helps, but it's like having a leaking bucket. If you don't have a system that's converting these leads, that's nurturing them, that's staying on top of mind with them. Agents in this program, in our program at Sell More Homes, close deals because their follow-up system is dialed in. I'm going to get into what that looks like in just a second. If you don't see results with online leads, it's likely because your system isn't nurturing them. Here's a 4-week activation framework we follow with our clients. A number of our clients followed this process, and we put it down to a science on exactly what needs to happen from week 1 to 4 for you to get results. First week, log into your CRM, optimize your social media profiles. By optimization, I have a few other videos on my channel that cover how to optimize your social media channels. So that's going to be the first step. Next is go through the training videos we have. We have a series of training videos in school that cover how you're going to be able to make the most out of the program. Next, we go through what we do in terms of database reactivation. So on week 2, if you have an existing database of leads, we recommend you put them into our system to nurture your leads. So we turn on what we call a database reactivation campaign, which sends out a message like, hey, it's been a while, we haven't spoken. We're just updating our records and wondering if you're still looking to buy or sell in the near future. This triggers a conversation fairly quickly and it lets us know if these leads are long-term nurtures or gonna transact right away. Now, before we even talk about week 3, on week 2, if you don't have leads currently, that's okay. You can still optimize your landing page video, because ultimately what we do for you is build out a funnel. We don't just run ads. So a lot of times when we're running ads, we need video campaigns from you, which means we need you to record scripts that we give you. We have you send those to us. We'll get those edited and launch them onto Instagram and Facebook. And when we do that, there's something called a thank you page video, which allows the prospects to not only see who you are, why you're different, but gets them to book a call with you to get more information. So those types of leads are typically highest quality because they're going through a 2-step process before they reach you. And if you haven't recorded your video, your landing page video up until now, you can by basically doing this on week 2. On week 3, which is the most important week, are going to start seeing leads flow through. It's crucial to be reaching out to them right away. Post content as well simultaneously, because these leads are strangers. Sure, they've seen an ad. It could be a video ad, so they'd have an idea of who you are, and you will likely connect with a few that are ready to go, especially with the AI system we use to convert them and book them on your calendar. However, just because they're being booked on your calendar doesn't mean they're going to be very aware of who you are, because they need to know what you're about, and that can only be done through content. So post content, if you're not sure what type of content to post, I have another video for that I highly recommend you watch. Now, the law of averages always work here, right? So after 50 leads, you should be getting about 3 to 5 that are ready to go, especially in the early stages of your business and the system. As days go by and you're putting out more content, your conversion rate will increase as well. You'll get 10, 15 out of 50 leads work with you, right? And as the amount of leads increase, your percentage will increase, and that's when the compound effect kicks in. Week 4, track your numbers. Look at how many conversations you've had, how many leads you generated, how many appointments were had, and then how many are closely working with you and about to sign on an offer or sell their home. The show up, we always have weekly calls every week with our clients, and this is something that we recommend all of you join so you can learn and ask questions. Essentially, week 3, your system will start to pay off in our business as well. You're going to start seeing some conversations and get excited about the possibilities. Your first 2 wins cost you nothing in ad spend, and I say that because the first win could be as simple as you having a Google My Business page and starting to get Google reviews on there. That is going to do a lot for you. People in your neighborhood that search you up will wonder who you are, and if you have great reviews, you will get calls just from your neighborhood. A weak, outdated profile kills trust. Whether that's on Google My Business, that's on your social media bio or LinkedIn profile, make sure all of that is speaking loudly that you are an authority figure in your neighborhood in real estate. We have a module that's for our clients, Inner Circle, that helps with optimizing profiles. But I also have a couple of videos on my channel that go over this as well. Win 2 is your existing database. You upload every contact into Go Ahead Level. That's the CRM we use. Turn on database reactivation, and that's going to create a series of touch points to revive your old leads. We went over this earlier, but if you don't have existing leads, you can also post on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to make a separate video for the channel on how you can post marketplace ads. But if you were in our program, we have entire training on this. The hottest leads you'll ever get are the ones that already know your name. That's huge. It's not people that are coming in, warm because they're booked on your calendar or because they're a Google lead. It's because they know you from before. So think about this. You can have an ad generating leads at $5 a lead, but once they get nurtured, that's when the magic happens, because now they know you before they speak to you. The ad strategy that shifts and lowers your cost per lead. And this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. The shift from video ads to image ads, it varies. If you were to ask me a couple years ago, video ads were outperforming image ads. But now we're seeing a trend where image ads are coming back in the market. They're making a difference because everybody is capturing leads at a low cost and then doing a lot of the nurturing on the back end once the lead is captured. More leads means more appointments. So if you're spending $10 to $30 a lead with video ads and you can get leads at maybe $4 to $5 with image ads, you're going to get a lot more leads, which means a lot more conversations. Plain and simple. I'm not saying video ads are terrible. Every market and platform you use is different, and sometimes video ads work well, other times it's image ads. So how to think about each format. Image ads is like a net. You cast a wide net, you get a lot of leads at a low cost. Video ads is a relationship builder. So if you don't have as much of a system in place where you're nurturing leads or qualifying them with AI or an inside sales agent, then you should lean more on video ads because that will do a lot of the qualifying for you. Ideally, you should have a budget of at least $10 a day for image ads and $15 to $20 a day for image ads, for video ads. From wish list to reality, this is what an opportunity looks like. Most leads come in with unrealistic expectations, and that's a good sign. They come in unaware of what they can get in the market, but your job is to educate them, not reject them. It's to guide them, not just judge them because they don't know or have realistic expectations. You are supposed to be an advisor, not a search engine. Educate them on what's possible. Show them what they can get that they don't know already. I had a prospect when I was in real estate who reached out looking for homes at $600,000-$700,000, but I recommended, hey, you are qualified for a bit of a higher amount. Why don't you go for a home that is $800,000 but has a rentable basement? So now you can not only get a better asset, but you'll pay less because your basement tenant will pay for almost half your mortgage. And it was a no-brainer, and they appreciated that advice. Eventually worked with me because I was giving them advice that a lot of agents didn't even think of. How do you educate a prospect without losing them? Lead with empathy. That's a great area to start. So connect with them, make them feel like you understand what challenges they're going through. Show them comparables. Data is less confrontational than opinion. Show them the homes in the area that are selling for a certain price point. Ask them what they think they can get in their budget and requirements based on what's being sold. If they still resist, I like to do what I call a market education session where I tell them, leave your wallet at home. Let's go out, see some homes, and just decide what type of finishes, neighborhood, the type of age of homes you like, the school areas, because all of that makes a difference. Expand their vision. Think about like I always like to show them homes that are more expensive than they can afford. So they see it's almost like a price anchor. They have a certain expectation, which is at a certain price point. Now, when I show them cheaper properties, they will compare it with the expensive one and feel like they're getting a deal. So that's what I call a price anchor. Never tell them they're wrong. Show them what's true and share data. Documentation beats conversation every time. And it builds trust too, earns their loyalty, and ends up closing a deal. Content that gets attention in today's market. Short form videos and posts that are working right now. So things like first time buyer incentives, will the interest rates drop? We had a builder the other day say that if anyone buys a home with them and the prices drop, they'll match that price and sell the home. It's like a price match guarantees, in other words. And sounded very good from the outside, but when you read the fine print, it said that they decide what the market price is, even if the price drops. So for instance, even if it dropped like 100K based on demand and supply, they could just choose not to drop the price because they decide. And so that is stuff that prospects would find valuable because they don't read fine print. They don't know what happens on the inside. But when an agent comes in and shares unfiltered, neutral advice, they see that as valuable info that they can trust. Where do you post? Post it on Instagram, Facebook, email your database, Facebook Marketplace, local groups. I have another video that goes over where to post and how to create the content. So if you're curious, click here and you'll get it. Consistency beats perfection every time. So don't think about being perfect in the first few attempts. Just put your best foot forward and you'll get better as days go by. Connect first, book every time. Speed to lead is everything here. When you respond to a lead within the first few minutes, you're gonna see a much higher pickup rate. Online leads compare multiple agents in real time. The first who responds wins the conversation. Your CRM should have an automation go out to start the conversation right after the leads opt in. We use AI and ISAs to qualify leads. For those of you that don't know what ISAs are, they're inside sales agents. They're real humans that call your leads and book you appointments. Rule 2 is always book a second appointment after you speak to this lead. So for instance, understand what they're looking for, qualify them, and then let them know that, look, these homes aren't necessarily going to be exactly what you're looking for. It's going to be a starting point for us to understand your likes, dislikes, and taste. But if you're looking for homes that market, coming soon, or recently reduced in price, I can go over those with you once we review this list together and I understand your taste a little better. This way I won't flood your inbox with irrelevant properties. How does that sound? Great. When is a good time to connect? Tomorrow at 2 or 4 p.m. Lock in that time before you end the first conversation. Book it into your calendar and set up some sort of an automated reminder so they remember they have a call the next day or whenever you book it. Your dormant leads aren't dead. They're waiting. Open up your CRM, whichever one you have. Look at the no-shows, the conversation tabs. Look at the time frames of the people that are looking in a few weeks or spoke to you recently and re-engage with them. Send them a personal text. Keep it short. I was just thinking about you. I was swinging by this area and I came across some really interesting options. Were you still looking? Or a follow-up text with value right after that. Hey, send them an email with some relevant information like market updates or a new listing that just came up. Ask them, hey, would it be worth a quick 10-minute chat just to see where you're at? And then make a call. This way, when you send them an email, you can track who opens the email and call those leads first. The conversation, I can assure you, will be a lot warmer if you call a lead after you send them an email than you just call them out of the blue. 2 strategies that make agents money in this program. Mortgage partnerships. So this applies for home inspectors, lawyers, anyone that helps you facilitate a buying or selling transaction. Home stagers, contractors. You know, for instance, that the mortgage agents are the easiest, especially if you're getting online leads. If you speak to all the mortgage agents you know and you make it very clear that, hey, if I send you business, will you do the same? I like to have a team effort where it's a two-way stream of referrals. And once you get that yes from them, now the next online lead you speak to, if they need a mortgage or if they need an approval, send that lead to this mortgage agent. And the next day, call them and ask them how it went. And ask them, hey, well, I've sent you a referral now. It's your turn. Who do you know? This way they feel obligated to send you business too. And guess what? If a mortgage agent sends you a referral, it's going to be a serious lead because they're pre-qualified. Same approach applies comes to when you're mining your leads. Look at your database right now and see who you have that has been sitting in your system and hasn't heard from you in a while. Has the market shifted since they opted in? Is there something new that you can offer to them that they didn't know earlier? It could be as simple as, oh, the rate cuts or more inventory in the area they were looking at. Connect with them on social media. That way they're being hit with all angles when it comes to your content. But ask them for a referral. If you have a good conversation, ask them, who do you know that we can help at this time? I really enjoyed the conversation I had with you, and I've heard like-minded people hang out with each other. Do you know anyone that could potentially be looking for a home in the near future? This way, you're building that trust, and you never know, someone could be interested. Most times when someone is looking for a home or interested in selling, their friends are in a similar stage because they're constantly having those conversations. You don't need more leads to close deals. You need a proper system here to nurture them as well. So audit your CRM, your system every day. Look at, are your social media profiles optimized? Have I personally followed up with every lead that's a no-show in a conversation or in a close time frame of buying or selling? Am I calling my leads every day or every week for that matter? Am I posting on marketplace or local groups? Am I responding to my leads within the first few minutes of them opting in? Or do I need to get an inside sales agent to call my leads because I don't have the time? Am I emailing my database regularly? And are my video ads and landing page videos recorded and live? Check for coaching calls too, right? So this is something that we help our clients with every week. We offer them coaching calls and tech support. But for your case, ask yourself who is helping you with this so you're not spending time on non-income generating activities. Your move starts in the next 72 hours. Audit your CRM, post one piece of content this week. In our case, book a call with us if you want all of this done for you instead of having to do it yourself. Hope you found this video helpful. I tried to switch it up this time and offer you more value rather than just a talking video like I usually do. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. Comment below on what part you found helpful the most. Until next time, sell more homes.